Hi everyone, good day. I hope this video finds you well, of course. Well, my name is Zishan Ali. I'm from Hyderabad, the southern part of India. Currently, I'm in the United States, in Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania. I'm enrolled with Drexel University's Libo College of Business, and I'm studying Master of Science in Accounting and Data Analytics. Well, reason I'm making this video is I just wanted to share a few tips, or I would say my personal experience being a visa applicant and having been there at one of the consulates. So I got there were two. So I waited for a long time to get my appointment confirmation, and that was in Kolkata. So I got my biometrics done on 7th of March 2024, and I've also got my visa interview done on 11th of March 2024. Well, um, I started preparing for my visa interview as I was also simultaneously working in external audit practice in India. So it was very difficult for me to prepare, even though I did believe that I do speak well, but I did not want to be overconfident. So I was going through all the videos on YouTube and just wanted to understand what is the specific thing that the visa officers or the consulate people look out before they issue visa to you. So without wasting your time and my time, of course, I would like to share a few tips as in the mode of my experience. So first thing, very most or the most common question which is asked: where are you going? Why are you going? Which place are you going? So you should know where are you going. But if you get to hear these questions, give the detailed response like where are you going, plus why are you going there, plus what you will be doing there. So it gives an idea to the consulate or the visa officers to understand. If you give short responses like I'm going to the United States, I'm going to the US, it's a valid answer, but it doesn't make any sense because it does not give more information to them. And given that they will have to conduct a lot of interviews, right, so it will be very hard for them to decide and give a decision whether to issue a visa to you or not. So always give elaborated responses, not that long, not that short, but give reasonable responses. And uh, the other questions would be, um, there are many parts, but the second part comes to uh, how many universities have you applied to. So tell them number of universities that you have applied, the locations as well, and plus why you choose your university that you have mentioned on your I-20. Try to justify the reason. It could be your interest in specific subject, it could be related to your past experience in India, it could be related to the only specific place that you wanted to go in the United States. So tell them that. And but yeah, do not mention about professor, location, nice thing and all. So it sounds unnatural. Give them unique responses in a polite manner, and it should be reasonable, like I said. So it should not be too long, it should not be too short, it should be reasonable. And the other possible questions would be, if you already have a master's in India and if you're applying for another master's, that question is called a non-traditional question, or people those who have the same are under the category of non-traditional applicants. I'm from the same category. So if they ask you this question, you already have a master's, why you want to have another master's in the United States? So you will have to be ready to justify. You'll not have to tell no, I don't want to, I wanted to study, I wanted to have blah blah blah, any of the reasons. But you need to be ready. In my case, I had a valid reason because my work experience was into accounting and statutory audit, and the masters that I have in India was in MBA in finance. So I was able to justify that the masters that I had in India was not related to my work experience, and I got to know that this specific university is offering this program, which is also a combination of accounting and data analytics. That's why I chose it. So this sort of justifies. And there may be a lot of questions that you hear, and I would add to another question, which would be about your finances. How are you funding? Who is paying for your education? how will you be paying for your tuition? For this part, I'm sure most of the people who got visa will must have realized when they got to hear this question. So whenever you get to hear this question, possibly you are clearing the interview. But when they ask you how are you funding, specifically related to the funding part, you need to give more supportive information. So let us say if I ask you, or if you ask me, how are you funding your education, I should be telling how am I funding, the source, the total amount that I will be having. Is that a financial assistance in terms of loan, plus how is your family members spend sort of supporting you, plus if you have any savings. So in my case it was I had taken a student loan of sort of Indian rupees from HDFC Credila, which is equal to so and so US dollars, plus my family was also sponsoring a total of so and so amount, which was equal to so and so USD. And additionally I also have some savings because I work back in India into audit profile, like I said. So this is how I responded, because this is how I believed the responses should be, and this is how I made it. And there could be many questions, but there's a twist. These were not the questions that I was asked. I was expecting very normal questions, but the moment I approached the visa officer, she greeted me and I greeted her by saying very good morning. And then she asked for my I-20 and passport. The first question she asked was, what kind of club activities and sports does your school offer? And for a couple of seconds, I went blank. Then I felt like, no, this is the only opportunity and I should leverage it. Then I started speaking like, they offer this is how I was responding. So they offer football, they offer volleyball, basketball, baseball. These are the sports that they offer. And she asked a follow-up question was like, what other outdoor sports does Drexel offer? So I said, I'm really not sure about that, but I'm a boxer, so I'm really looking forward to participate if Drexel organizes any tournament or any event like this. Here, even though this was a very tricky question for me, but I tackled it very well with proper information, with proper response, proper reasonable response. I was able to support my response. So I know it's already been 8 minutes, so but I just thought of sharing these tips with you. But as a summary, I suggest you, before you go for an interview, take a long or deep breath, then start. Even if you're panicking, that's fine, that's natural, that happens, we all are human beings. So ask the officer, I'm a bit nervous, can I take a few seconds? They'll definitely allow, because they're also human beings. So take your time, do not sound robotic, do not learn or buttify any responses. Try to practice in the mirror, try to speak as slow as you can, so that you will be able to deliver proper vocabulary. Do not go for fast rate of speech, because there was a guy in front of me who was doing very well and I was really expecting him to get the visa, but he was denied. So yeah. And one more thing for your information, there was an Afro-American lady who was very good. And in the beginning, like I said, the first question she asked was, what kind of club activities and sports does your school offer? If I speak it, it sounds neutral, but when she spoke it, I found it very difficult to understand. So I hope you understand the consequences, the requirement of the visa officers. Do not panic, take your time, take a long breath, deep breath before you start your interview. Do not smile too much, be natural, be honest. If you know something about, respond to the questions with your supportive statement. And if you don't know anything, just tell them that you're really not sure about this, or you do not know but would be very interested to learn about it. Do not give one or two word responses. So I hope this will help, and I would possibly post another video about any additional tips that you might require. All right, have a good day. Bye.